On the behalf of Team Physio Inculcator, I would like to welcome you all in our today's session. Today we have a very eminent speaker, a good orator, a good researcher with us to share their expertise on the topic, and we are really pleased and honored to have Dr. Surekha ma'am with us on the board. Dr. Surekha is a personality of excellence. She is working outstanding in the field of women's health physical therapy and in the field of making health coaching and training the peoples. So we are really honored to have ma'am with you, ma'am, to you with us on the board, and it is a matter of real pleasure for us that you spare your precious time in spite of having so much busy schedule. Ma'am has been done their specialization in cardiorespiratory physical therapy with the distinction marks, and ma'am has done their doctorate in physical therapy in the CRX manipulation and its utilization, its use in the lateral epicondylitis. So we are really honored to have the expert speaker on the day to talk about. So ma'am has also received numerous awards and achievement. She has also conducted more than 50 national as well as international webinars and training and teaching the persons and the professionals in this COVID pandemic towards the health. So it is again a very good contribution of ma'am for the physiotherapy profession. She's also working outstanding for the women's health, providing women's health consultation for the participants on the regular basis. Ma'am has also received Hustlers Award for their first place in their academics, and as well as she also received the GK Ramasamy Memorial Award. So she's also having a great exemplary contribution, exemplary performance during their academics as well as in their professional life. So heartiest welcome to you, ma'am, on the board, and over to you, ma'am. Shall I make you the host again? I think you need to share the screen back.
Very good evening to one and all present here. Happy to see you all at this time. Yeah, I know everyone will be busy with his clinics and with the patient schedule, but still we are learning so much with the help of Himanshu sir. Every day we are learning something new with the help of sir, and I'm very happy to share with you that I can give you some input. Yes, let's move on to the topic, and today we are going to learn the new topic regarding lateral epicondylitis. For that, we can give the manipulation technique, which is named as CRX physiotherapy. Yeah, this is about me. I'm Dr. Surekha here. Sir has told me everything, what I'm doing and what I have achieved, everything. Yeah, let's move on to the topic. Yes, I'm scared.
Please share the screen again. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Is that visible for everyone?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, it is clearly visible and voice is also very clear.
Okay, sir. Shall I start the
yes, ma'am, please.
PowerPoint?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, and today's topic is about the CRX physiotherapy in lateral epicondylitis. Yes, let's move on to this. Is it moving, sir? Changing?
Slide is not changing, ma'am. Right? We are on the first slide.
Okay. Yes. 1 second, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. Please reshare.
Yeah.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So I don't know, with the full screen, it is not moving. So we'll go ahead with this, sir.
Okay. Actually, it is. I think it is giving the option of enable editing. I think you can click on this. After that,
yeah. Now we can move on, sir.
Yeah, this is on the full screen. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, let's continue the topic, which is CRX physiotherapy for lateral epicondylitis. And what is meant by lateral epicondylitis? It is nothing but the tennis elbow, the other name. Yeah, the name itself, it's showing like it is more common for tennis playing peoples. And it is the condition which is characterized by the pain and also tenderness in the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. And how it is causing, it means it is because of some specific inflammation, non-specific inflammation at the origin of the extensor group, and especially it is because for the muscle extensor carpi radialis brevis. And it is considered as an injury which is occurring over time from repeated use of the muscles of the arm and also our forearm. And who are using these muscles are mainly the tennis players and also some work related peoples that we will discuss. And let's begin with this. Yeah, this is the part where the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, which is going to affect where the extensor origin. Here the muscle is undergoing for the non-specific inflammation, especially extensor carpi radialis brevis. And the people who can affect by this, the tennis playing peoples and also some work related peoples, and the causes may be overuse of the muscle. Like how we are overusing the muscle because of the repeated activities. Yeah, and it can be both work and also non-related work, and an activity that places some stress over there where the tendon is attaching over that lateral epicondyle through some stress on that part, and that is going to make some stress over there in the extensor muscle tendon unit, so that the muscle is going for some kind of non-specific inflammation, and that the patient will be suffering from the pain. Then other causes also by trauma, maybe direct blow to the elbow, that is also maybe going to result some swelling in the tendon, and that is going to lead some kind of degeneration because of some extreme action or forceful action of the playing movements, or else some activity which they are using through repeated things, or some forceful activities, and some activity could also injure that tendon. And here you can clearly see, yeah, this is over the lateral epicondyle, and where the tendon is going to affect it. The tendon is coming for the tear, and this is what the anatomy over here. We having the lateral epicondyle, and here the extensor tendon, common extensor group tendon is arising, and these are the extensor group of muscles where the humerus is above, and the radius and ulna is going to be there in down. Yes, this is what the exact picture of the lateral epicondylitis. And who's more prone for this? What are the risk factors behind this tennis elbow? Which is doing repetitive movements. Yeah, for the people who's playing the tennis vigorously, and some forceful activities, and also manual labors also are more prone to have this. And some people who is more obese also. And what is the pathophysiology behind this? Yeah, as we know, extensor carpi radialis brevis is the most common muscle, and which is going to affect more. But also, it is going for some pathological changes. The tendon is going to injure, but also it is found in extensor carpi radialis longus, and also extensor carpi ulnaris, then extensor digitorum communis also. Then the common complaints which the patient will tell to us will be, there will be diffuse pain, and morning stiffness will be there, occasional night pain if it in case very severe, and weak grip strength by the patient, and when we are palpating or when the patient is able to touch the elbow, they feel some pain, and also while moving the joint, elbow joint, and when they are lifting some objects or grasping some objects, it produce some pain. And the symptoms, there will be pain and also burning sensation in the outer part of the elbow. Yeah, as I told you, there will be weak grip strength and also tenderness. While they are palpating, there will be pain over the localized, which is over the lateral epicondyle. And the diagnosis which we can see by usually X-rays are not that much helpful. It shows negative because we can't able to measure any injuries of the muscle, non-specific inflammations and all in the X-ray. And there will be swelling and tenderness, and limited range of motion will be there. So we can conclude with a special test that will be very helpful. Yeah, we can go for the Cozen test. There are 3 tests, Cozen's, Mills, and Maudsley test. Yeah, first one is your Cozen's test. Ask the patient to sit like this. Yeah, on the second hand, this hand should be there under the elbow. Yes, we need to sit, ask the patient to sit like this. And we need to place our thumb over here. the patient's LB examiner's thumb, our thumb should be over here, and patient is asked to make a fist and also pronate the forearm and also radially deviate, then extend the wrist. And while doing this extension, we need to give the examiner, the therapist, we need some resistance, and that resistance is going to give some pain. That pain is the result of positive test of lateral epicondyle. Then Mills test is the another second maneuver. Yes, while palpating this lateral epicondyle, we need to passively pronate the forearms, and also we should flex the wrist and extend the elbow. In the wrist, there should be flexion, whereas in the elbow, it should be extended so that the hand is in pronation. And what happened? The same pain will be going to feel in the lateral epicondyle. This is also the positive confirmation of the lateral epicondylitis. Then middle finger test is what resistance to the middle finger while doing, so that that also comes lateral epicondyle. Then lateral epicondylitis. Whereas coming to the management, 90% of the people are better after 1 year because they used to adapt with this pain. That is what the main thing. But we need to give some physiotherapy, active modifications, lifestyle modifications, and the playing activities or whatever the work-related things, like for the plumbers or else carpenters or who's doing this kind of repeated movement. We need to modify their works like through active modifications, and also through some simple exercise also we can give some remedy for them. And the simple exercises which will be helpful are doing the range of motion exercises, the free exercises, wrist range of motion and wrist stretching, passively and also active. Then pronation and supination of the forearms and elbow range of motion will be helpful. Then wrist flexion exercise and also wrist extension, whereas a radial and ulnar deviation. Then coming to the forearm supination and pronation also. Then we need to strengthen, and also we need to give some extension like wrist extension programs through some stretching activities. Then this is what today's can cure that. Let's move on to celiac physiotherapy and the patients with tennis elbow. Yes, this celiac physiotherapy in treating lateral epicondylitis, which includes only two manipulation methods. One is the deep transverse friction massage, and with a combination, we need to give Mills manipulation also. That is what we are calling it as celiac physiotherapy. Yes. Well, coming to deep transverse friction, it is a kind of specific type of connective tissue massage where we have to apply to the soft tissues structures such as the tendon. Over the tendon, we need to give the transverse friction massage with our thumb because the mode of action and all we have to see. And this is going to reduce the pain, and how the pain mechanism and all is going to reduce, we'll see. Yes, we are going to perform this with the exact site of lesion, only at the exact site of lesion with some depth of the friction. We need to give some depth, like it needs to penetrate till the tendons. And the effect is so localized because the finger which we are applying at the exact site and the friction we should give in the right direction of the transverse maneuver. And how the mode of action is going to work with this deep transverse friction, it means it is going to affect with the immediate pain relief. The patient will experience immediately, there will be some numbing effect, which means the pain reduction will be there during the friction, and also treatment with the Vascor or in any kind of which shows some we need to give us was friction massage during and after this. Some maybe modulation of the nausea The pain relief during and also after deep friction massage may be due to modulation of the nociceptive impulses at the level of spinal cord. Yeah, this is what control. This is going to modulate our nociceptive impulses into the same tissue. It is going to block, inhibit that mechanoreceptors in the same tissue, so that the deep pain provoking substances such as any levers, metabolites or opiates, whatever it is going to stop the pain provoking metabolite, is the pain. And another mechanism also is there. Yes, the another, and this metabolite is present in too high in the concentration, which is, and it was around 10 minutes. And that 10 minutes, the deep transverse friction massage, we are going to give the treatment for the localized area, which is also going to peripheral disturbance of the nerve tissue, so that that peripheral will be going to give some anesthetic effect, and that a particular area is going to be get some pain relief. And another mechanism by which reduction in pain may be achieved through some noxious inhibitory control of pain suppression method. Also, the pain is coming. Know that celiac is a combination of Mills manipulation and also we need to give it with the how the pain is and also through pain gate theory mechanism. Whereas while coming to the Mills manipulation, this is what nothing. This is kind of moment we need to do at the end of the range. Slack has been taken up through this manipulation. For that, we need to give some minimal amplitude, and also with the high velocity thrust, we need to give this passive movement of the elbow. Yes, for that we need to position the patient like this. They need to sit with the elbow in a comfortable position, and they need some backrest. The therapist has to stand behind the patient. Yes, this is the position. We need to ask the patient to sit in the chair and stand behind the patient, and we need to support the patient's arm under the crook of the elbow with the support of the shoulder, which has to be abducted to 90 degree and also medially rotated, and the forearm that will be automatically fall into pronation when we are doing this. Yes, you see, yeah, we are coming for the 90 degrees, and automatically the forearm will be going for the pronation. This is the position of the patient, how we need to give Mills manipulation. Whereas what we are going to do in this manipulation, we need to place the thumb of your other hand in the web space between the patient's between the patient's thumb and also between the patient's thumb and also between the index finger. Then we need to fully flex the patient's wrist and pronate the forearm, so that already it will be there in pronation, and also we need to pronate this. Then move the hand supporting the crook of the elbow on the posterior surface of the elbow joint, and while maintaining the full wrist flexion, and also in the pronation, extend the patient's elbow until you feel some slack, the slack has been taken up into the tendon. Until that, you need to give this manipulation. Yes, we need to place the thumb of your hand in the web space between patient's thumb and also index finger. You need to fully flex the patient's wrist and pronate the forearm, so that the position will be coming like this. Then move the hand which is supporting back on the patient, that means the crook position of the elbow, to the posterior surface of the elbow joint, and also while maintaining the wrist full flexion and pronation, just extend the patient elbow once you feel the slack. And how the slack is going to be removed? With the amplitude and also high velocity thrust. And this is what going to be in the Mills manipulation. Yes. And while coming to the next, this is what we are going to flex it, and also we are going to extend it through this Mills manipulation. Yes, and who can be who can undergone for this Mills manipulation? Age of 22, 60 years of age, they can be like patients with the age of 20 to 60 years. Anyone can be going for this Mills manipulation and the transverse friction massage. And also with the complaint of elbow pain, at least a duration of 1 week to less than 6 months. Then positive Cosen's and Mills test, because more than 6 months means they'll be having chronic pain. So for the chronic pain, we can't able to treat this because it will reduce the pain, but it will take some time. So for time being, for the immediate relief, we can conclude this kind of patients. And the patient who is positive with the Cosen's and Mills test, the diagnosis which they are confirming after when they are coming, we can go for this Cosen's and Mills test, confirm the patients. And also pain over the lateral epicondyle, tenderness, pain will be there. Also tenderness will be there over lateral epicondyle. For them, we can give this Mills manipulation along with the transverse friction massage. Then we can taken before taking that visual analog scale, yeah, VAS, or else patient rated tennis elbow evaluation, whatever it might be. When we are testing the patients with how severity the pain they are having, so it is a scale with 0 to 10, as you know. Yes, and like more than 5 when they are having, we can give this celiac physiotherapy for them. And for the patient, like a pre-test patient rated tennis elbow evaluation score, the patient who is having more than 20, we can go for this celiacs for them. Then, yeah, for whom we should not give this massage and also this manipulation around recent fractures around this elbow, because they are having almost recent fractures around the elbow. We should not able to give some high velocity thrust and all. For them, we should not give this. Then the patient who is having osteoarthritis of the elbow, because already the bone will be there in a inflammatory stage, so we should not able to give. And rheumatoid arthritis of the hand and wrist, and also the people who is having dislocation, supinator syndrome, also degenerative orthosis patient. And how it is going to affect this celiacs is going to work with this lateral epicondylitis patients means, definitely it will be going to reduce the pain. Then when we are going to take this visual analog scale reading, after giving this deep transverse friction massage along with this celiacs manipulation, Mills manipulation, when we are going to give this, yeah, definitely the pain will be going to reduce immediately after this one session. The pain will be going to be from 7 to 4 or 7 to 3, like that. So like 1 week or 3 days when we are going to give this deep transverse friction massage with the Mills manipulation, it is definitely going to reduce the pain, and also the stiffness is also going to reduce in case whether they are having some kind of stiffness. And yeah, where I have referred this article, and where I have taken this. Yeah, this is a kind of article which the Stasnopoulos at 2004, they have conducted a study on celiacs who have done the first time research on this celiacs over lateral epicondylitis patients, and it has helped in reduction of pain by taking the randomized control trials. So it is found that it is very helpful for the patients with lateral epicondylitis patients for the pain relief. Yeah, this is what the topic for today. Yes, any questions you can ask now. Yeah. And I should thank for the participants, like at this time everyone is coming and attending the session. Thank you so much. Any doubts? Or else I want to repeat, I can repeat whether which part you want to repeat, I'll just repeat it.
Hello, am I audible, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot for such a great deliberation on the topic, and a good learning we had about the celiac manipulation technique and their efficacy in the lateral epicondylitis. So we are really grateful to you for sharing such a great knowledge among us. If you allow, can we go ahead with the question answer? If anybody has any query, or hello, am I audible, ma'am? Yeah. I can hear a voice. I think you have muted yourself. Just wait. Yeah, unmute yourself now, please. Yeah. Listen. Is my voice clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So I think lecture was over, or the I think there's some voice. Is my voice repeating? Hello, hello, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's audible, sir.
Okay, fine. So, ma'am, I was
I think
attending from the
everybody.
actually, I was joining the session from another device actually, from two devices because of the network issue for having some one more connectivity. So I think we have finished with the lecture, or is there something remaining? You need to share the screen again.
Yeah, no, sir, no. Yeah, for the short summarize, the patients who are coming with the lateral epicondylitis, we can apply this celiac manipulation for them for the
Yes.
better result, along with this deep transverse friction massage and also with the Mills manipulation technique, which you all learned today. Thank you, everyone.
So if you allow, can we go ahead with the questions, ma'am?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yes. So I would like to request all the participants, if anyone has any query, they can ask while writing in the chat box. Yeah, we are receiving great compliments in the feedback in the chat box.
Okay.
There's one question, ma'am. Should I read it, narrate it for you, or you will entertain from the chat box? Okay, let me narrate it for you. The question is from Harsh Motiramani ji.
Okay, sir.
Manipulating carpal bone will help or not?
Yeah, and particularly here we are doing only for the lateral epicondylitis. So we need to manipulate only around the elbow because around this wrist and carpal bones that will not be giving much effect. But for the Maudsley test and all, what we are going to do is the resisted middle finger extension is going to cause some pain because the common extensor origin is going to be end up with this carpal bones near to this. So that time when you are doing the carpal bone manipulation also, it is going to give some effect, but when compared to this Mills manipulation and deep transverse friction massage, it is going to give some lighter effect when compared to this. So we can go for that also along with this, but when we are going with the combination, it will be going to give much result.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for great explanation on the question. And there's one more question from Jessica. Can you differentiate between Ceriax and Maitland and other manual therapy techniques for this condition?
Okay. Yeah, and with the other conditions, what we are going to do is we are not going to start with a massage, but here with this deep transverse friction massage is going to reduce almost 80% of the pain because when we are going to apply some kind of pressure over the tendons for almost 10 minutes, that is going to release almost most of the pressure over there. And after that, we are going to give release that like slight pressure with that manipulation. So that is what the mechanism is going to work with celiacs. So the main thing is through deep transverse friction massage only we are going to manipulate the patient with this lateral epicondylitis, whereas in the other manipulations we'll be going for more movements when compared to the celiacs.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So I think we have almost finished with the question and answer in the chat box, and it was really a wonderful session, and the great deliberation, great oration by you on the topic. the lateral epicondylitis, the commonest condition we usually deal as a physical therapist. And you have given a great insight, evidence-based insight over the celiac manipulation. So really grateful to you, ma'am. It was such a wonderful session, and how for such contribution in future too from your side, if you can spare some time. So it would be really a matter of pleasure for us. And I would like to let you know that we have the participant here from around 3 countries for your session. So a few participants are joining us from Malaysia. Dr. Nanda Kumari, ma'am, she's also a clinician. She's joining us long away from the Malaysia itself. Dr. Amita Anup Sharma, ma'am, she's a senior physical therapist in the Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and many other senior physiotherapists has joined us. Dr. Charu Sharma, my own teacher, she's also joining us long away from the Washington, USA, and we are really thankful to all the participants, all the senior dignitaries who has joined us here for this session, and heartfelt thanks to all the senior faculty members, my own teachers, Dr. Charu Sharma ma'am, Dr. Harsh Rajdeep sir, and Dr. Ritu ma'am, for their continuous support, love and blessing. And really heartfelt thanks and tribute to you, the resource person of the day, Dr. Surekha ma'am, for a great deliberation on the topic and a great explanation given. So we are really much thankful to all of you. Heartiest thanks to the Surekha ma'am. Now at last, there is a little information that tomorrow, as it is a special day, Teachers' Day, the birthday for the Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan sir. So as it was pre-planned, the Teachers' Day we are celebrating as a physio inculcator with a virtual Teachers' Day summit. So all that all the participant who has registered already for that, because that was actually exclusively for the registered participant, and in that we have the capability of 100 only. So the seats were almost full around 10 days before. So it was again matter of pleasure, and we are thankful to you for your this support. So all the participants, I have mailed you the link for the joining. Again, this session is gonna to be happen on the Zoom. The time as mentioned in the flyer was 8 p.m. But due to some unavoidable circumstances, tomorrow this will happen at 9 p.m. So if any of the registered participant is here, so please mention the time. Time is 9 p.m. now, tomorrow for the Teachers' Day Summit. So we'll have a great insight as being a physiotherapy teacher. And this event is being planned to give something, give back to the physiotherapy teachers or physiotherapy professionals on this Teachers' Day. So really thankful to you all for being so much patient, for joining us, for supporting us, and stay tuned, stay safe. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, they are the special days for us. We are coming up with the special events like Teachers' Day Summit, and the day after tomorrow on the Sunday, we are having a international conference. The seats are mostly filled, but we are joining and we'll meet there on the platform with a new energy, with some new thoughts. Thank you, Surekha ma'am, for such a great deliberation. Thank you very much.
Sir, one more thing.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah, it was a great evening for me. Like yeah, in Saudi and also in Washington and in abroad, I know the timing will be alternative, but still they are coming and attending this. It was a wonderful thing. Yeah, thank you so much for the participants. Yeah, that how much you have given me this opportunity. It's a great thing for me, and they have attended all the participants, like all the senior therapists. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, sir. Everyone who has attended this. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Good
Thank
night.
you, sir.